Did you know that there are over 50,000 street vendors who are vending smokies? The ones that push those carts, selling smokies or boiled eggs. 50,000 of them. And they spend close to $2 per day on charcoal, which is their main energy source. They say business is a numbers game. Dennis Onkangi saw those numbers and decided to take advantage of them. Let's see how he did it. Dennis Onkangi is an electrical engineer and a computer scientist, basically a good programmer. And so his friends are into this business of vending smokies on the street. And they began telling him how they are concerned about the health risks because of the smoke and the fumes that they're exposed to on a daily basis. And some of them work long hours. Find someone, maybe waking up, like a young man I met just a few weeks ago actually told me how he would wake up very early. At times by 6 he's out, and he could work even till midnight or 1 a.m. So it's quite long hours, be exposed to those fumes. So apart from that, of course, charcoal is becoming rare because of the deforestation. We are really cutting down trees. And of course, also the government is trying to discourage the use of charcoal as fuel. So you find that the price fluctuates upwards. The trend is going up in terms of the price of charcoal. So what did Dennis do when he got this complaint from his friends? He began thinking of an alternative energy source, did some research, did some iterations, and finally settled on solar power as an alternative energy source for the carts. And so he began working on it, and finally him and his team at EcoHeat developed a battery that is solar powered, that is connected to the heating element, that now can cook the smokies or the boiled eggs or keep them warm. And so not only that, but the battery actually, they developed what you call a dual system. By that I mean you have a spare battery. So one is charging, the other one is in use, so that you have redundancy. So the vendor does not have any downtime, because the one that is charging, once it is full, he can now remove the one that it has been depleted, and his business or her business continues running. So that is the innovation behind it. Now, are you worried about the cost? Are you wondering, hey, how much does that system cost? Because it looks so techie. Dennis and his team thought about it, and they actually partnered with a microfinance institution that now helps those vendors, because generally quite a number of them are on the low income earning scale. And so the microfinance helps them with asset financing for them to secure the carts for themselves. So we again learn a lesson here about strategic partnerships. We've talked about it in several of these videos. I think by now you're familiar with that, that you need a strategic partner who will be able to provide a win-win solution for your clients, and even you and the partner have a win-win as well. That is very, very key. So now the system they've built also continuously communicates. The battery in the cart continuously communicates with a control center in EcoHeat. And it communicates about the location, about the battery usage, about the battery life, and all of that, so that now Dennis and his friends are able to continuously learn about their product so that they can keep improving. Remember, we say in innovation, don't stop being curious, even about your product, about your solution. You want to know, how good is this product? How can we improve it? Because the moment you stop being curious, you stop learning. And when you stop learning, you stop improving. And when you stop improving, you stop being relevant. Yeah, so you've heard the story of EcoHeat, an interesting one. A very, what you call, maybe looks like a simple solution to a problem that is really a big challenge. Because you can imagine, if you can get those cards to all those 50,000 street smoky vendors, you are saving the country $100,000 per day. And that is Kenya alone. And we could have, that business probably in Tanzania, in Uganda and other countries as well. So think about it. What can you achieve with just deciding to solve a problem that your friends are complaining about? So the next time you go to have a snack somewhere, just be curious. Talk to the vendor. You never know, your problem or their problem could be your next business idea that could revolutionize an industry. So I hope you've learned something from this. Share what you've learned. Share what is your takeaway. Share the video with your friends and subscribe if you've not subscribed. I hope to see you in the next one. Shalom Aleichem. God bless you.